news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Monica Ricks. And that's your closing bell on Wall Street, wrapping up the first trading day of the year with investors treading on cautious ground. The Dow added 319 points, up 0.2%. The Nasdaq was pretty flat. It lost just 6 points, and the S&P added 13, up about 0.2%. The 10-year Treasury yield at 4.2%, and the 2-year yields at about 3.5%. Precious metals also pushed higher. Gold's over $4,300 an ounce. Silver's closer to $73. Both are building on their best annual performances since 1979. Tesla shares fell 2.6% today after the EV automaker posted its second straight year of falling vehicle sales, officially giving up the title of biggest EV maker to China's BYD. But Bloomberg's Craig Trudell tells us Tesla CEO Elon Musk is shifting his focus beyond cars.
He does also talk quite a bit about robotaxis, and yet in terms of execution there, we have vehicles in Austin and in the San Francisco Bay Area that are operating still with people supervising up front. And, yes, the company did do some testing toward the very end of the year, some driverless testing, but, that would put them years behind Waymo on that front.
That's Bloomberg Global Autos editor Craig Trudell. Shares in Restoration Hardware gained 8% today, and Wayfair advanced another 6.1% after President Trump delayed tariff increases on upholstered furniture, kitchen cabinets, and vanities until 2027. Those tariff hikes were supposed to take effect this month. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani has rescinded all executive orders issued by his predecessor over the last 15 years as part of a flurry of actions as the city's new leader.
The city is not held together by buildings alone. It is held together by trust and by whether people feel connected to the decisions that shape their life. That social infrastructure has been neglected for too long. Today, that changes.
The rescinded orders follow former Mayor Eric Adams' federal corruption indictment in 2024. Mamdani also issued several orders, including one that reorganizes the city's senior leadership and 3 others that concern housing affordability. Investigators say they believe sparklers topping champagne bottles caused a fatal fire in the Swiss Alps on New Year's Eve. 40 people were killed and another 119 people were injured there. Many are still said to be fighting for their lives. President Trump says the U.S. is locked and loaded, ready to come to the rescue of protesters in Iran if authorities crack down on widespread demonstrations against the Iranian government. Trump's comments, though, are the latest in a series of threats in recent days towards Iran. Bloomberg's Laura Davison has more on that from Washington.
Just earlier this week, President Trump, appearing alongside Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at Mar-a-Lago, vowed to strike Iran again if they start to rebuild their nuclear program. So it does feel like this really has been brewing. Of course, as you well know, the international sanctions on Iran's nuclear ambitions have contributed to the economic problems that are fueling these protests. And our own analysts at Bloomberg Economics do say that we could expect in the coming days Iran to take a more heavy-handed approach to these protesters if they do continue.
Bloomberg's Laura Davidson reporting. The head of Iran's Security Council responding on X, saying U.S. interference would destabilize the whole region. At least 7 people have been killed in clashes there so far. Millions of Americans could drop their health insurance this year, with costs set to skyrocket now that Affordable Care Act subsidies have expired. A KFF analysis last month found that people who buy insurance from the marketplace could see average premiums rise as much as 114%. Democrats tried to save subsidies during the government shutdown, and they'll try again later this month when the House votes on a bill to extend them. Some hedge funds made big gains in 2025. Bloomberg's Charlie Pellett has details.
Bridgewater Associates' flagship money pool posted record gains, while D.E. Shaw & Company's strategies soared as much as 28% to rank among the biggest hedge fund winners of 2025 when tariff-fueled market uncertainty presented a fertile hunting ground for traders. At the other end, according to Bloomberg data based on initial estimates, New Holland Tactical returned 9.8%, while Winton returned 7.4%. In New York, Charlie Pellett, Bloomberg Radio.
And it looks like Netflix is cashing in now at the movies. Deadline reports the Stranger Things finale easily cleared $25 million, possibly even $30 million over the past 2 days in theaters. It was playing on big and small screens as Netflix continues its bid to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. There have been big concerns over whether the streamer will favor its platform over bigger theatrical releases. That's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Monica Ricks, and this is Bloomberg.